So, one topic that has been coming back in my reflections recently is the connection between our memories and our feelings, our emotional center in our brain. So, the part of your brain in charge of your memories is called your hippocampus, and the part in charge of your feelings, your emotional center, is the amygdala. And when you look at certain drawings of the brain, those two parts are actually directly connected. And the reason why that's really, really, really empowering to understand is that anything that comes from outside of the world and that comes inside your brain through your senses, whether it be through smelling, through listening, through seeing, or through touching, stops at the emotional center of your brain first. That's the first stop. And since that emotional brain is connected to your memories, there's a very strong connection between your feelings, your emotions, and your memories. That's why sometimes an emotion can trigger a memory without you even thinking about it, right? Because it actually skips the thinking part of the brain. Think about one time when maybe somebody said something to you, and just hearing what they said, right? Maybe it was a word, or you met somebody who had a specific name, and as you heard that name, right away you felt a certain way, and you didn't know why you felt that way. Often it is because that name is associated to a memory that you might have forgotten in the past. And without you thinking, just hearing that name, the emotional brain connected directly to the memory. This is also, I suspect, how trauma works. Think about a kid in a classroom, for example, who is all happy and comes to school, and the teacher plays a video. And in the video, maybe there's a person with a certain tone of voice as they're talking to the kid, and all of a sudden, a kid is triggered and starts crying or feels very upset or uncomfortable. And the teacher says, "What's going on? I didn't do anything." You don't know that maybe something in that video went directly from the voice of the person, the tone of the person, went into the kid's brain, the emotional brain, and connected to the memory and awakens this memory that might be traumatic. This is also true for the positive though. Think about you being somewhere and perhaps either being sad or just neutral, being around, and all of a sudden you hear the song that they played at your wedding or the song they played at your last birthday, and without thinking about it, it makes you extremely happy because your brain doesn't even know the difference between being at the wedding and remembering the wedding vividly. So this is very empowering because it gives you the choice to learn how to leverage your environment and those senses and the connection between your feelings in the brain and the memories. Maybe there are some sense, which sense, smelling, right, is the strongest sense that we have. Maybe smelling flowers can trigger your emotional brain in a way where you know it'll bring positive memories. Maybe hearing a certain song or having a playlist is going to trigger your emotional brain, which will trigger happy memories. So try to find ways to design your environment with things that go through your senses, with the knowledge that it will stop at the emotional brain first, but it will awaken memories. If it can awaken bad memories, it can awaken positive memories. So use that knowledge. You understand your senses, you understand your brain, so you can understand your memories. Use the knowledge and see if you can use that to your advantage.